Hello YouTube. Here for a late night Friday night stream. Hope you guys are excited because I fell asleep and took a nap, and that's why, an unintentional nap, and that's why it's late. It was gonna be earlier because I promised to stream because I didn't stream yesterday because I was working on some client stuff, but now I'm here and I'm streaming. Late night stream. Got some caffeine since I'm gonna be awake all night anyway since I fell asleep, and I'm gonna work on some stuff. Gonna work on, last stream I worked on some road assets for the Megaman FPS project, and I was messing with arrays to give it curves and stuff so I could make some curve road pieces to put the level together, and some pieces that go up and down. So now I'm gonna do more of that. But I'm actually going to add more edge loops so that it's cleaner, because that was the problem I had with the other one. So it's a little bit of redoing, and then I'm going to see if I can come up with some new stuff too that might be cool. So hang out if you wanna. I'm going to be rambling on about stuff like always. I'm also going to be working on this, and feel free to call me names, make fun of me, do whatever you want. It's your stream, it's my stream. Gonna have some fun. So let me get started. Let me switch my window here. Display. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so see, here's the road asset. So I need to add some more loops, or these ones are in between these ones. And I think if I just add one in between each, that'll be plenty. I'm hoping. I'm thinking. I'm hoping. So we'll see how that goes now. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to mark it with the edge loop that only goes underneath, and then I'll match it with the knife tool over top. And that should be a pretty quick process in theory. And then we can get to the fun stuff with the arrays. It's really super nice. I've got to remember which one is which though. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do is now take the knife tool and don't occlude geometry and do X-ray, I think. Yeah, and then when I cut, it should cut all the way through when I go like this. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. Let's see, it's right up there. Did it work? It looked like it worked. That looks pretty good. Looks like it lines up. Okay, this should be pretty quick. So there's that one. Now let me grab this one. I'm not getting all the reds like I did on the other one. Is it not lined up properly? Maybe I should start in closer so I can see how close I am to the thing. Something like that. Okie dokie. I think that's okay. I have a fear maybe that didn't quite line up on that vertice, but you know what, I'll probably go back and check that later. It looks like it's hitting it, but yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'll go back and check them. So for this one, did I already get this one? No, I didn't. Okay, so let me grab this. I was thinking about maybe occasionally I might stream some actually playing video games on here too, but I'm not sure. Just thinking about it. I don't want this to become something where I can lean on that too much. I definitely want to make this like a working stream. So I'm thinking maybe I should just not do that. But maybe at some point I might do something like that. Maybe like one day out of the week I'll do an extra stream that's games or something. That could be fun. But for now, I think we're gonna keep this a work channel, not a video game playing channel. It's a video game making channel, not a video game playing channel. Tweak. Yeah, these are definitely not totally lining up, so I'm gonna have to fix some janky geometry and go back and do that, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Oh wait, that one's because that one was already cut. I didn't need to cut that one. This one has a little janky geometry, but it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that one already had a cut, so I overdid that one. This one doesn't, so this one needs a cut. Should be good. On to the next. This one. I can't believe it's December already. This year seems to have gone by pretty quick. Or the last few months have, anyway. Shoot, there's two pieces here, so which one do I go for? The second one, I think. Oh, this one, I see. Does that do the trick? Yeah, seems like it. What happened to my grid lines? Oh, I zoomed in beyond the grid lines? There are more. That's weird. Hopefully that did the trick. Okay. Now let's go and fix whatever is broken. Because something will inevitably be kind of broken. I'm worried about this one. So are these connecting here, or are they separated? Like, is this two vertices? Well, if it was, it's one now. Okay, got that. That looks good, that looks good. Some of this is... I guess that's good. Some of this looks kind of questionable. Generally good though. Generally it seems like it lined up. Okay, some of that overlap is just from the perspective, but this one I know has some, it looked like had some issue. There's a vertex there, but it seems good. It doesn't seem like it's screwed up or anything. As far as edge loops go. This is just jank from when I initially modeled it, I think. Like this little, there's no reason for this to be here. And then, it looks like there might be, yeah, the geometry got doubled over here, so let's see where it actually lines up with this one. Okay, so this one is all extra shit that we don't need, that's just messy. And now we'll make sure that comes together here. Make sure that's merged if it needs to be, or if it can be. Oh, there's more. Interesting. Should I just merge all these? I guess so. That probably makes sense. And it looks like it comes together here already, so it's probably good now. Unless it's just really close and I can't see it. I'm just gonna merge these anyway, just to be sure. Yeah, there's a bunch that got separated here. Or just doubled over because there was an extra one already, not separated. I wonder if auto merge vertices would just merge them automatically by that distance, but it might merge some other stuff that I don't want to merge. I don't know. Maybe that would be a faster way though. And I already did these ones. So, is this one, this looks good. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, okay. So next one, which is this one. And it looks okay. This one doesn't look like it has the problem the other one had with the overlapping geometry. Oh. Maybe it does have some of that. Okay, glad I caught that. I don't think that would really get in the way anyway, but I would like to just clean it up, you know, for good measure. That's the top side. Go back to the underside because I think that's where that problem was. It looks like it's cleaned up over here though. Does it happen over here too, or is it lined up? Oh, it does. It happens a little bit over here too. Interesting. Yeah, I knew it would be hard to get that loop cut exactly on a pre-existing line, but I wanted it to be right in the middle, so I guess I could have cleared those loops before I made the cut and just kind of got it as close as possible. Maybe next time that'll be the way to do it. There'll be less cleanup. or also just include the necessarily edge loops in the beginning. I didn't know I'd need them for the array modifier, so now that I know that, if I make more road assets, which I think I have to, I'll know to keep edge loops there so that I can use array modifiers and curves and stuff. It's more the curve modifier than the array modifier that needs it, but I'm just thinking of arrays for some reason. Does this have a problem? Yeah, it looks like there is some slightly overlapping, but I think it's all separate pieces, so maybe that's why. I might leave that one alone. This one looks okay. Okay, moving on. Thought I saw separating. Maybe not. Looks okay. This one doesn't have any major problems. Okay, that one's awesome. And then moving on to... Why do I get the feeling it was this one? Maybe I was looking at the wrong line. Because how did that have no problems? That seems crazy. It's like too lucky. This one has no problems too though. Oh, here it does. Smoke a little soon. I'm gonna go back and make sure all these are good. Grab that one, grab that one, grab that one. Oh shoot, I missed the Game Awards. I wonder what won. Does anybody know? If you know, tell me. I want to look it up, but I don't want to stop modeling. So, let me know if you know. Midsummer Night says 3D Megaman X1. If only. Midsummer, do you know who won? And you're just not telling me? You're just joking? I really want to know. Who won? Tell me. I was thinking it was either going to be Tears of the Kingdom or Baldur's Gate. I think Baldur's Gate probably took it, if I had to guess, but... you know, I just feel like there was so much hype for that game and people were really psyched about it when it came out. Tears of the Kingdom was super innovative though, and it was way bigger than anyone expected it to be, I think, and it was just really impressive how they really like improved on the Breath of the Wild formula. I thought it was amazing. That would definitely be my game of the year, but I didn't play Baldur's Gate, so it's not fair. I feel like I'm not making a fair judgment. And I think, you know, I think if that won, it'd be totally fair. I just haven't played it, so hard to say. But yeah, maybe in some alternate dimension. Megaman X FPS ones. Totally unfinished. Totally indie. Totally illegal. But it won. What? That's... what? Am I crazy? What's going on here? Oh, there... I couldn't see the vertices. I was like, what the heck? This is ridiculous. felt like there were a couple games that were nominated that were like sort of out of place. Like they didn't really they weren't really competing with the other nominations, I thought, in any real way. I can't remember what they were though. I feel like there's always some of those. Like that, I think last year Stray got nominated. And it was going up against like what, God of War and Elden Ring or something. It's like, what? I don't know about this. Yeah, little questionable. Not sure how that got in there. Not that that's a bad game or anything, but I mean, you know, compared to those games are quite something. Quite, you could say they were definitely outliers as far as games go. So this one looks okay. Doesn't seem to be. Oh wait, there's. Yeah, this one's a little janky too. I didn't see that. Last edge loop though, and then we can have fun. Okay, I think it's good. Cool. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna use some modifiers. Save this one. Let me save it as what was the last one? 01. Let me do this one 02. Actually, let me rename this road pieces, because these ones I'm actually going to use, because they're going to work, because they're going to be multiple edge loops. So this isn't an experiment anymore, this is me actually making the pieces. Okie dokie. I wonder if I have the curves in the old file that I could reuse. I feel like I deleted them. I could check though. Let me see. Let me open that up real quick. Wonder. Megaman. Road meshes. Okay, so here's the file from last time. Let me see. Oh, I do still have the Bezier curves. Okay, cool. So I'll just copy those and I will paste them in here. In a new folder. There they are. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let me get rid of this other file. Where is it? Close that. Okay, cool. So I don't have to remake those curves. I can just remake new curves if I want to. So move that one over. Move that one over. And then I will just start with this one, guys. Okay, looking good. So now I'm going to add an array modifier. We're going to line that up on the Y. And we're going to make sure that connects good. I remember how to adjust it before. Perfect. And then we're going to I think I don't even need to wait, let me see. No. I do need to add a curve modifier, okay. So I'm going to put fixed count and then I'm going to put a curve modifier. Select that curve and that's looking correct. I just want fewer at the start though. So let me see how many I have actually. So there's this is the problem. That's one piece, okay. So 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one starts the curve. So I have 1, 2. Third one starts the curve. Okay, so it just needs one less. So on that side though, or one more to make it even. I'll just add one more, I guess. But I want that to be tight though. So maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just remove one from the start. So convert to mesh. And then undo that. I'll add a new collection. Road curve 1. Paste that in. Okay, so now I have this one curving asset, and let me just remove this extra. Oh, that got a little laggy. Oh yeah, that's a lot of geometry for it, I guess. Blender doesn't like that. Okay, that seems to have done the job. Okie dokie. Seems good. Cool. Then we're gonna shift E, move that over, and then just hit Control M. Then flip it on X. And now I have curve. A curve going the opposite way. Curve R. Okay. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this one, and I'm going to switch out the curve, if I can find it here. Bezier curve. Or let me just undo from the modifiers. So I'll keep the array, bring it down to 2, and I'll get rid of that curve modifier. Then I'll move this curve out of the way. I don't think I'll need that again. And then here we go. And now apply it to this one. Oh, right, but I have to separate the legs because it won't work. The legs will get weird. Hey, would you blow me? Good to see you again. I remember your name. Obviously can't forget that one. Can you just go ahead and make Megaman X9? Man, that'd be cool. If Capcom like hired me to do that, I'd be super down. I don't think they're gonna do that, but it'd be cool, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick to making this, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I shouldn't say that. I really like making this, but yeah, it'd be cool to be hired to make something by them. That'd be awesome. Konami is looking for indie game developers to do Silent Hill pitches, or at least they were like a few months ago. I don't know if they still are. Maybe they got enough of them, but they wanted indie developers to make more Silent Hill games because they're trying to expand that IP. So I thought that was interesting. I kind of wanted to pitch one because I had sort of an idea for a creepy sort of a story that I could turn into a game. That I like outlined a whole creepy story about a lobotomist who gets lobotomized. And I think it would have been kind of perfect for Silent Hill. Haywood says, I love X1 and even Extreme 1, but X9 would be awesome. Oh wait, what about Megaman 0, ZX, and 3D? Yeah, that'd be cool too. There's someone who made an animation of that. Have you ever seen it? They made a really cool Megaman 0 animation, and it looks super legit. He posted it on his Twitter. I'm sure if you Google it, or if you type it in YouTube, you'll find it there too, though. It's really nice. It's like Zero chopping up Cybots in Mega Man Zero. It's all 3D and cool looking, stylized. It's really nice, and the animation's perfect. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Grab that, grab that. Why would I grab that? That was weird. Grab that, grab that. Last time I remember I forgot to grab this stinky light pole. Or the light bulb part. Okay, so we'll hit selection. And then, so this has its own offset and its own thing now, right, okay. David says, 1 sec, I'm gonna check before I forget. Yeah, no worries. Check it out, it's super cool. It's pretty short, too. It's definitely worth looking at. Somebody does something that looks that good. It's amazing. Okay, that's about right for the offset. Alrighty. Now let's grab that curve. And do. Grab these. Okay. That's interesting that this piece. What? How did this get completely out of whack? Oh, because the curve. I forgot about that. And it looks like it's still kind of doing what it was last time. Did it ignore my extra edge loop? What's going on? That's interesting. It looks like it's completely ignoring my extra edge loop. And this is the whole reason I made that, because... Is it? It kind of looks like it is, because it's not bending there. Huh. I don't know why that would be. It's interesting. Well, let's see what happens. Wait, so this is off now because of the curve. So let me assign these to the. I think I can't assign these to the curve though, because that's the whole problem. Yeah. So, but I can see where they're starting now at least. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, that should be fairly lined up now. It'll still take some adjusting because of the distance lost because of the curve, but it should be good. That might actually be an extra one. I think it is. Yeah, that's okay. I gotta get rid of some of these anyway. Alright, so this one has no modifiers, that one has no modifiers, okay. And then this one, I can use another curve or something. Get rid of this. Maybe I can I adjust this curve? Or is it all screwed up? Yeah, I can adjust it. So I could change this in real time probably, huh? I might just make these parts a little lower to make that a tad bit more gradual. That might work actually. Because there's other ways that I can make the road go up as well. It doesn't have to be super steep this way. I can also make it more gradual by pulling it out more, huh? Something like this. That's probably more what I want anyway. And then yeah, that's gonna be way better. Okay, here, let me do this. That's a much better idea. So let me get rid of these. And let me instead just add more. How many segments is this? This is 8. And this is 8. Okay, so we're on the right track. 9, 10. And then, can I make this even more subtle? This is like just the top part, because it seems like here it's really nice and smooth. Here it feels a little rougher. Maybe that's my imagination. But let me see. Yeah, there we go. Very smooth. And probably do the same thing here. Much better. That's a lot less egregious now. Those little hard parts, it's not as big a deal. I think it's still a little annoying. I would like it if they were nice and smooth completely, but it doesn't seem to be doable. But yeah, this feels much more like natural, like going up a curve and then leveling out kind of up here. Yeah, that definitely feels better than the other one. The other one was a little sharp. Okay, we'll call this one Road Rise 1. Convert to mesh, and then copy, undo the convert to mesh, and then post them in, and then paste them into this group. Object, convert to mesh, because I'm still going to use this, and then undo that, and then paste it into this group. And now I know I have these two in this group. Why didn't it select that one? Wait. Huh? Did I accidentally select the same thing again or something? That was weird. Okay, object convert to mesh. Copy that. Undo. Paste. There we go. Much better. Okay. And then I'm just going to move those over this way. And now I need to adjust these. Obviously, they're not correct. Yeah, it definitely loses some of its alignment because of the road just changing. This is the last one that was in the right place. Even that one's a little off, actually. I think this is the last one. This one's not far enough out. Maybe the array was bad. This one's correct. Okay, so it's probably this one. Alright, let's start with this. GamerJC, yo, sorry I haven't been able to tune in. I've been studying for finals. No worries. You can always check out the recordings if you want to watch and you can't watch live or something. And I'm always going to be doing these on weeknights, so, you know, you can always just tune in when you get a chance, when you're done with finals and stuff. It's all good. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Late night Friday stream. This one I think is just distance too. Does the height need adjustment on this one? No, it's not even an issue yet. Oh, got far away from it there. GamerJC says, I love the weekend for real. Yeah, weekends are good. Can't go wrong. Yeah, I wonder why these ones are out of alignment, because this is before the curve even starts. My array was just off, I guess. I thought it was perfect. Go. Yeah, I'm just gonna do all the heights first and then I'll come back and do the, I mean, all of the horizontal alignments first, and then I'll come back and do the heights for these ones. Hey, Gamer JC or anyone else who's in here now, Midsummer Night wouldn't tell me who won the game, who won the video game awards. I want to know. Do you guys know? Did you watch? I was thinking it would either be Breath of the Wild or Baldur's Gate. And I was guessing it would probably be Baldur's Gate because people were so hyped about that game. I didn't play it, so my choice would have been Tears of the Kingdom, but I think it'd probably make sense if Baldur's Gate won. I wouldn't be surprised. Just didn't play it, so I can't make that call. What the heck? How did this get off? I think this is off on that axis as well. What the heck happened to that? That's a weird one. What? This doesn't even make sense. It's like slightly askew. All of these are. What the hell? That's never happened before. These are all in line. Yeah, these are all in the pillar. But these ones, it starts getting off kilter. I didn't even notice that. That's strange. Why would the array do that? Oh, maybe I left part of it offset. I might not have undone some part of the offset or something. That's annoying. Okay, let's see. I thought it was either gonna be Tears of the Kingdom or Baldur's Gate 3, Gamer JC says. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I think a lot of the other titles didn't really measure up to those. I think Alan Wake 2 was one of the titles though, and I heard that game was very good also, but I didn't play that one either. There was a lot of good games that came out this year, so... but yeah, I do think Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's Gate pretty much stole the show. I think most people would agree. It's probably between those two. Did FF16 get nominated? I know that came out this year. I don't think that deserves the win, to be honest. I did play that one. I don't think that was better than Tears of the Kingdom, but I did enjoy it though. I don't even remember if that one was nominated though. You didn't watch it either, Gamer JC? We're bad gamers. We should have watched. I've never been crazy about award shows. I do think the Game Awards is getting more interesting though than it used to be. It seems a little more relevant now. For whatever reason. But I still don't really want to watch the actual thing. I just want to know the kind of the results. Did you guys see the GTA 6 trailer? What do you guys think about that? I thought it looked very promising. I mean, it's an understatement. Everybody's super hyped about that game, but I mean, I cannot wait to play that game. I can't believe it's 2 more years still. They've already been working on it for like 10 years, and they had a $2 billion budget, which is an insane thing to even say. The words coming out of my mouth, it feels like a lie, but that's 100% true. They had a $2 billion budget for that game. I can't imagine like the innovation and new technology that they're probably going to incorporate. It looks like one of the interesting things that a bunch of people pointed out about that trailer was that it looks like there's tons of different body types. Like, it's not just one for the NPCs, I mean. Like, it's not just one frame with like modifications for making it fat or skinny and stuff like that. It looks like they're legitimately like different bodies, and they took a lot of different things into consideration. That sounds normal, but like if you look at the trailer, it's different than other games. It looks like legitimately like there's this wide variety of stuff going on there in like a really weird way. It makes it feel sort of more real in a weird way, just the trailer. Like, none of the NPCs feel generic. They all sort of feel a bit unique, at least the ones that they showed. So I think that's very interesting. And I hope they're still using the Euphoria engine that they used for Red Dead 2, because that's always tons of fun, having the characters react procedurally and whatnot. Unless they found something even better than the Euphoria engine, then that's even better, but hopefully they're at least still using that. I feel like Euphoria is so good at what it does, I don't feel like you could really improve on it much. It's pretty perfect. But if they had a $2 billion budget, maybe they did. It's possible. I remember the first time I ever saw the Euphoria engine, it was for, I used to watch devlogs back when I was in high school for the game The Force Unleashed, before that game came out on PS3, which was that Star Wars game where you could like use the super overpowered force powers, and you could like, you know, bend metal in real time and like pick up characters and they'd grab onto each other and stuff. That was the same engine that's in the Red Dead 2 game, the Euphoria engine for the characters. And it also had the Havoc engine, I think is what it was, which is all the breakable, procedurally breakable environment pieces like metal and the wood and glass and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, that was when I fell in love with that concept of like procedural damage in games, which is why I would really like to get some of that going in the Megaman XFPS. That's actually my plan right now, is to have like the enemies get damaged with procedural damage, like so that the metal gets like broken the more you shoot them and stuff. But I'm trying to figure out like the best way to do that in Unreal, and it seems a little limited so far, but I'm gonna keep exploring and see if I can find a good way to do that. Even those old devlogs of the Euphoria engine and Havoc for the Force Unleashed, they're still fun to watch. I watched them the other day when I was looking up how to do this kind of thing in Unreal Engine, and it's still cool to see how it works and see them explaining it and everything. How excited everyone was to work on that project. It's pretty neat. You know, for someone like me, for like a geeky game dev kind of person. Are they all off in kind of the same way at this point? Yeah, they are actually. I could do this all at once. Wasn't paying attention. Okay. So, first thing. I think they're all lined up now. Oh no, this one's... Okay, so they're still off on that axis for some reason. But that's okay. So let me get rid of that one. And then I'll move this over. Yeah, I don't know how they got screwed up on that axis. I didn't even adjust that axis. So I must have had an offset keyed in there without realizing it or something. Alright, now I gotta do the vertical. So I think this is the last one that's good, and all of these all move up. Oh, that's right, yeah. It was faster before to just do this real quick and then do that. Okay. There was a shooter that came out like the other day called what was it? I was just talking to somebody about it today. It's a weird title. Shoot, I can't remember. Check my Discord real quick. The Finals, that's the one. Yeah, The Finals. It just came out like a couple days ago, or maybe yesterday or something. And I've heard good things so far. It seems pretty cool. I was looking at some of it. I kind of want to try it. But like, imagine if that game was good enough to win Game of the Year, but it just came out now. How does that work? Does that go to next year? Because the Game Awards already happened, right? So... but it's still technically December 2023. It must roll over, right? I don't know if they have an official date thing for that. Yeah, I want to try that game though. I weirdly kind of want to try Fortnite too, because I have a couple friends who play it. And they really like it, and I always thought like I don't care about that, like especially the building part, but I don't know, a lot of people play it. It's very popular. It must be fun. And it'd be nice because I don't have a lot of time for games, so it'd be nice if there was something that I could pick up and play very casually. I remember I used to play Call of Duty very casually. I would pick up and play that back in like the Modern Warfare 3 kind of days. But I don't really like Call of Duty anymore. I feel like they went in kind of a weird direction after Modern Warfare 3. And I just never played them anymore. After that, now I think they should be good. Yeah. Cool, so it's finally done. Okay, so let me grab that. Combine these again. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. So, let's see. I kind of want to try this one. Okay, now we get to do the fun thing again, where we get to play Blender the video game. Just turn on my Eevee render, if it'll work. Oof, that's quite laggy. I think that's just because there's so much geometry now on screen. Blender doesn't handle a lot of polygons very well. It's not the best for that. It's nowhere near like Unreal Engine or something. I always used to think that was like because my computer's kind of old and crappy, which it is kind of old and crappy, but apparently Blender just after a certain number of polygons, it'll just like start chugging no matter what. It just does, it can't handle it for some reason. Like we're at about just under 1 million triangles right now. That's probably why. Blender no likey. Wow, that's crazy how long that's taken. Didn't take that long last time. I hope it doesn't crash. Oh boy. If you watched the last stream, you know that we figured out how to play Blender as a first-person shooter and how to walk around our mesh in first-person mode, which is very fun. Oh, looks like it's doing it. It's done. Jeez. There we go. Man, that was obnoxious. Okay. There we go. Make sure to save it. And let's go to View, Navigation, Walk Navigation. I hit G, and now I can walk on our mesh. Just like a game. And jump. Do a little jumpy. It's very cool. Look at the sun as you do. So yeah, this is a much smoother curve. It's a lot more subtle than the last one was. I think this is better. Although it still does get pretty steep right here. But I think it's okay though. Yeah, it's crazy because it doesn't look steep at all from the side angle. But when you're actually on the mesh, it's like actually surprisingly steep. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, so you can see a little bit where it's like turning, like there's a bit of an angle there, but it's not too bad. It's not like egregious or anything. This one here too, it's definitely much better than the one I was doing yesterday. Those are pretty good looking. They don't look too out of place being like that. Oh. Cool. Oh, I thought it was in Unreal now. For some, that's because that's how you navigate in Unreal. It's basically the same controls, so I always get confused after doing that. Okay, I need to check because now YouTube is telling me my bitrate is bad, so let me adjust that in OBS real quick. And I'd like to make a big curvy, like highway kind of piece that like rises up with a big spiral next. Where's my output? Why is it doing this? Here, let's switch down a little bit. There we go. And that should fix it. Usually does. Okie dokie. So let me get out of Eevee. And for this one, I'm gonna move this over here now. Oh, what should I call this? This is Road Rise. Okay. Oops. Deleted it. Okay, so now I've got these pieces done. Put those over. And I'm gonna try to do something crazy with this one. But first, I'm going to reconnect these pieces and undo these curve arrays and stuff. think the bit rate is better now, so let me readjust that. There we go. Should be back to normal now. There we go. Yeah, it's still giving me a warning, but I think it should be fine. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Oh no, this is after I undid the modifier. Oh shoot. Well, it's annoying. I have to break it apart though. What? No, it still clearly has the modifier because it's in the wrong place. When I go to edit. Oh, I was selected the wrong one still. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me get rid of this one. And actually, let me undo that real quick. Because I would just like to move this back to where it is here, so that doesn't jar me when I adjust this again. Okay, and then same thing with this. Oh, it still does that. That's weird. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I might have to look up some reference for this one to see exactly how those spirals go. Why is OBS still giving me a warning? That's strange. Usually it would clear up by now. It seems like everything's working, but it just tells me my output is bad. Okay, let me change it to like something else. See if this makes a difference. Okie dokie. Does it seem okay? Is the stream working, everybody? Let me know. Is it choppy? I'm getting all kinds of warnings from YouTube and OBS. Seems correct. Yeah, so let's see. Let's look up some. Curving highways and things. I want to see what kind of spiral thing I'm looking for here. some mountain roads and things. I want more like a freeway, like overpass. There we go, something like that. Okay, yeah, I see. So it'll curve up and realign with another one or something. Okay. What would be the sci-fi version of that, though? It's an important question. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see. There's like loops. And then there's like these crazy intersections and things. It's very interesting. Okay, I think I'm going to start with something like a loop. That's a pretty good one. Interesting. That's really cool when you look at it like that. Like how a freeway exit works. I'm looking at reference, sorry guys. I'll be back in here in a second. Wow, okay. Very interesting. Oh, there we go. Now I'm getting the bitrate warning. Okay, let me change it to 4500. There we go. Cool. Now YouTube should be not bothering me anymore about that. Alright, so I'm going to try to make one of these giant freeway things with this curve now. One of these giant... And if I'm looking at my reference here, it starts off straight and then it curves down at a right angle. So if I wanted, I could continue it, and that would maybe look a little more sci-fi and make it go down backwards or at a different angle. Curves down and it goes perpendicular. Okay. Yeah, so it's, if I'm thinking about it from that orientation, it would start there, and then you would start to get a curve. I guess here. No, because that one keeps keeps that main piece straight. So let me go back a bit with that, and then let me grab these two. Because that'll be cool if you can like jump up and down the different curves and things as Megaman. That'll be awesome. Okay, so this will probably be something like this. kind of amazing when you look at these pictures of like freeways from above and stuff, that those things actually get built with how complicated they look. But I guess if you're just building, you know, one piece at a time, it's not that crazy. It still looks crazy though. Okay. I think that looks about right for the primary kind of loop that I was looking at. It comes back around and perpendicular. It's going down to up instead of up to down, but that's okay. Just gotta make sure it's straight here. Looks good. Maybe this raise is a little too early. Could probably go like more gradually. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. Cool, now for the fun part. Let's go to that object and let's add that array. It's still following the curve, so I just need to add segments. Look at that. That's very satisfying. Oh, but it's at an angle. That's interesting. Okay, so I gotta make sure in the Bezier curve that that angle flattens out at some point, probably right here. Oh, how do I even do that? That's weird. I'm sure there's a way to do that. I just don't know what it is. You would think this would do it. It does not. Shoots. Okay. Oh, I bet. Maybe it's just because I didn't have a proper pivot point. Let's try that. See if I put it here, and then if I pivot on this. No, that's it. That's interesting. Well, how do I even out this thing then? Well, I don't. Would have to start here. I'm sure there's a proper way to do this, and I just don't know what it is. I want to maintain that same curvature, though. Yeah, what a strange problem. Yeah, by all reasonable logic, it should just work if I do it like this. Tilt? Oh, there we go. There was a control for it. Okay, that's interesting. I figured it would be something. Okay, so let's adjust that tilt so that it's nice, and you know what? Interesting. Whoa, that's cool. That's super neat. I like that. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, let's get that nice and horizontal. What? Okay, it should be good. Cool. It'll be interesting to see how I have to set up these now, though. So far so good though. So I think I'm gonna have to have this following this Bezier curve as well. If I can find it. There we go. Let me get that back where it belongs. Have you guys been chatting at all? It looks like my chats... I haven't gotten any chats. I'm not sure if it's frozen or if people are just chilling. I see you in here, but I don't see any chats. I hope YouTube's not glitching or something. Oh, there you go. Darth Hylian says, dang, you're up late. Yeah, I promised I'd do a Friday stream because I didn't do one yesterday, but I fell asleep, and so I had to do it late Friday stream. Is it later where you're at, Darth Hylian? It's about midnight here, 12:30. This will be interesting to see how this works. Oh, look at that. It does kind of work. It tilts though, that's the problem. So I'll have to adjust for the tilt. But generally speaking, that works pretty well. It's kind of amazing. And look at that, it goes right underneath, right in between. It lined up perfectly. Very nice. Cool. Other than the tilt. Wait, so now I know I can adjust the tilt though. Right? Like, so maybe I can fix that just with the curve itself. But if I did that, I'd have to do, it's gonna mess up the road though, so I'll have to change the road's tilt to be, or I'll have to convert the road to a mesh first. Okay, and so now if I play with the tilt on this curve, I should be able to fix it. All of these pieces, little by little, to keep them from curving, in theory. Darth Alien says 1:30 here. Just got a new phone. I'm gonna try sketching in Ibis Paint when I have downtime at work. Oh, nice. Yeah, I want a big phone with a stylus. That'd be nice. I can do little sketches too. I have a laptop that doubles as a screen tablet that I take with me though. That's pretty nice. It'd be nice to have something that fits in your pocket though too, that's for sure. Okay, so now I think I can go through and if I hit A, and can I just clear the tilt? I don't think I can, because I think this is, yeah, so technically it's already not tilting. It just kind of looks like it's tilting. Oh no, because some of these is not because of the tilt, some of these is because of the road going up, so I don't think, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work actually. That's okay. I can do it the old-fashioned way. It's gonna be a bit of work though to get all that straightened out. I'll probably delete some of them because if it's curving and moving up like this, it doesn't need every single one of those necessarily. Darth Alien says, so you're streaming gameplay Roller Coaster Tycoon this time? Nice. Yeah, pretty much. You know, just like a way more complex version. Were you here on the stream the other night when I was doing this, Darth Alien? I figured out something cool. I'll show it to you if you didn't see it yet. Have you seen Blender FPS? Let me know. I'll show you. I haven't tried it on this anyway yet, so I'm gonna do it right now. Because I want to see this curve from that perspective. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Here, I'm gonna turn Eevee on. It took a long time before, but I think it'll be faster this time because it's already got the textures loaded in theory. Let's see. Yeah, it's still chugging. Yeah, Blender does not like rendering all this in Eevee. It keeps getting mad at me. It's gonna take a minute for that to kick on. Darth Alien, did you watch the Game Awards? We were talking about that earlier. I'm curious who won, but I didn't want to look it up. Maybe if I'm waiting for Eevee to render, I'll look it up. Oh, it's my whole computer is being slow now. Oh shit. I'm tempting fate with this freaking Eevee. Okay, let's see. Still waiting for Eevee, guys. Sorry. And also looking up the winners. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3 did win. Very interesting. Yeah, Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I guess that I haven't played it, so I can't really comment on it. I definitely would have gone with Breath of the Wild, but again, I didn't play Baldur's Gate, and I know a lot of people were super hyped about Baldur's Gate. It looked really amazing. I still want to play it at some point, so I'm sure that's a fair win. I'm sure it deserves it. Alan Wake 2 was also. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was nominated. Resident Evil 4 shouldn't have been nominated because it's a remake. That doesn't even make sense. Spider-Man 2 was also nominated. Okay, so the nominations made some sense. Ongoing game, Cyberpunk 1, but that's such a weird it's not really technically an ongoing game. I think they just wanted to acknowledge that they fixed it, which is fair, but technically that's not what it is, right? It's kind of weird category. Studio award and game direction, shouldn't that just be the main game of the year? Doesn't that kind of go along with it? I feel like they're just splitting it up. They gave that to Alan Wake 2. How do you not give that to Zelda? That's kind of crazy. What they were able to do on the Switch hardware. Oh shoot, my computer is taking a poo. Sorry guys. I don't know if I'm cutting in and out right now or if my computer's still recording or streaming. Eevee's like killing everything. Ooh. You guys still there? Well, I didn't think Eevee would make that big a stink. Hang on, I'm checking the chat. I can't even switch over to the other tab. So sorry. This is a mess. I guess it's combining with the live streaming and everything else. It's really not able to do this. I'm trying to cancel the Eevee render. Okay, cool. I think I can. Okay, yeah, I think the Eevee render canceled. No, it looked okay. Darth Hylian says Baldur's Gate 3 probably deserved it. I think it probably deserved it, yeah. I think that's probably true. People were super hyped on it, so. And I was cutting in and out, but nothing major. Okay, yeah, my computer is just being crazy. It's my own fault. I flew too close to the sun. I'm just trying to cancel the Eevee render now. It doesn't seem to be working. I don't want to close out Blender, but I think I just saved it anyway. I'll just close Blender. It's just being obnoxious. And I'll reopen it. Sorry, gonna dump my display capture for just a moment. While I try to keep this from crashing. There we go. Okay, it seems to be returning to normal. And then Games for Impact. Tchia one? I'd never even heard of Tchia. Games for Impact. Oh, for action adventure they gave it to Tears of the Kingdom. That's cool. For indie, Sea of Stars one, I'm happy about that. I haven't played that yet, but it looks really cool. And I thought it deserved it. I didn't even... I mean, the other games don't look as polished as it, for sure. Hey, there we go. Blender's back up. That took a long time. Oh shoot, it opened too. That's why. Okie dokie. Sorry guys, display's back up now. Oh, I opened the wrong file, of course. I'll get to the right one. And then role-playing game, Baldur's Gate 3-1 role-playing game also? That seems unfair. I mean, it makes sense. I think it's correct, but it already won Game of the Year. And then art direction, Alan Wake 2. I really want to play Alan Wake 2. It looks like it has really good art direction. Best adaptation, The Last of Us HBO series. Meh. I don't know how I feel about that. I think the Mario Bros. Movie was a better adaptation. Personally, that might be kind of a hot take. I did not think The Last of Us show was that good. I thought it was okay. And then the Mario Bros. Movie I thought was amazing. I thought they really nailed it. Content Creator of the Year is such a weird category because they didn't even pick like the people who really would make sense to give it to. I feel like it's very political. Most anticipated game. That's a weird award. It's like you don't know anything about the game. You're just saying what you're looking forward to the most. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth 1. I feel like that's fair. I definitely am looking forward to that. Can't wait. I love the remake. Interesting. Interesting results for sure. Darth Hylian says, what are you doing for the background? Any city skylines? Yeah, actually, So I did, when I created the concept art, I'll bring it up real quick. You can see some of the basic buildings that I had built that were sort of they were along the right lines as far as shape language and stuff went. Oh, why am I always signed out of ArtStation? It's so irritating. If you don't visit ArtStation every 10 minutes, they sign you out. It's obnoxious. Okay, so you can see in my concept art here, Darth Hylian, these buildings, oh, I don't know why I won't zoom out all the way, that's annoying. There we go. So yeah, it'll be buildings a lot like this. I'm not sure yet whether I'll be using like full low poly 3D models or if I'll use like some sort of pre-rendered background. I think pre-rendered might be a good option because speaking of the Final Fantasy VII remake, they did a lot of pre-rendered backgrounds in that remake to kind of like as a nod to the old Final Fantasy VII game that had pre-rendered backgrounds, and it actually looked really good the way that they implemented them. They looked really awesome, and it gave them the option to have the environment that you were actually interacting with be a lot more high poly. So I think I might try something like that, like do a pre-rendered city picture and render it in Blender and with like really high poly models, and then just paste that up in the background with the skybox and all that stuff. And I think if you can fit everything together correctly, I think it could look really good. So I'm sort of thinking I might try something like that. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah, I'm gonna do buildings kind of like these. It'll be different, but this is sort of along the lines of what I was thinking. Where are we at here? Road pieces. Yeah, it was impressive what they did with the FF7 remake with those pre-rendered. That was such a good idea that they had, because that's still a really useful strategy for saving data if you're going to have an environment like that you can sort of pull that off, and it's not just a big open place. It's pretty good idea. So I think it's promising. Anyway, I'm going to walk around on this, just not an Eevee, because that clearly didn't work. Okay, so I got my gravity going, got my walk going, got my still angled pillars going, but I'll fix those a little bit. Oh, my phone died. I was wondering. Wait up. Silent chill. Replay. There we go. Darth Hylian says, I noticed that with FF7, but it did look super nice. Yeah, I thought they really pulled it off quite well. You've been listening to FF7 OST when you draw. It's epic. Yeah, FF7 OST is legit. That's a really good soundtrack. They've got some really good songs, especially like Sephiroth's theme, and there's a bunch of good ones. Those Who Fight Further, that's a classic one. There used to be a band called the Black Mages that would do like kind of metal covers of Final Fantasy songs. And they did the whole FF7 OST back in the day, I'm pretty sure. I used to listen to that when I was in like junior high, because I'm super lame like that. It's good stuff. back to that. Gamer JC says, I forgot I was here. Hi. Hello. Were you just doing other stuff? Just chilling? Playing games, drawing or something? It's cool. I don't mind being background noise one bit. Yeah, see with this, I don't know, it's still kind of warping in weird places. Like it's like this is not good. And then I don't know. I wonder if there's a way to smooth that out, or do I just need more edge loops? It looks like it's ignoring the edge loops I have. Maybe I could go in and modify it manually afterwards. Because if the edge loops are there and they're just being ignored for some reason, I suppose I could go in and sculpt it smooth. But yeah, I don't know. That's strange that it's not. It seems like it's not recognizing a lot of the extra edge loops that I added. Not sure why. This is cool though. Well. Gamer JC says, yeah, I was drawing something for someone. Keeping it a secret though. I see how it is. Darth Alien says, oh wow, do you know about the Zelda song by System of a Down? Yeah, they did the, what was it? They did the theme song? The Zelda theme song a long time ago? Yeah, I think I do remember that. System of a Down was a cool band. I still like a lot of their songs. Chop Suey and the Wake Up Makeup one that everybody sings. Wake up, wake up. You want to? That whole thing. Damn, I wish I could see this in Eevee. It'd be epic. It's the connector piece. Yeah, I don't know. It should be more smooth, but it's not. Alright, let me see what I can do. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Jesus, I always do that with the controls after. Okay. So, let me just save this real quick and I'll save it incremental so I can try some stuff. And let me just see if I convert this to mesh. Or did I already do that? Is this already mesh? Yeah, it is. Okay. So if I go into, let me just look at the wireframe. Yeah, look at all these edge loops that it's not using. This one and this one and this one. It's just flat. It's not using them at all. I wonder why that is. Okay, so then in theory, I could try a couple things. Let me see if I can add a smooth, but you would need like a certain kind of smooth for it to work. It wouldn't be like a normal smooth. Like this doesn't, this is nothing what I want. Maybe smooth Laplacian. No, I don't think that's gonna do anything. Unless it just needs to be on the one axis or something. No, that's not gonna do it. Smooth corrective. No, it's not gonna. Oh, see, this way it does kind of do it, but it's smoothing everything else too. So, is there a way I can modify that? Yeah, like. No. Pin boundaries? No. Yeah, those aren't gonna work, so maybe if I sculpt it. I guess alternatively, the only other option would be to just manually go loop by loop and just pull them a little bit out, each one. Because sculpting, the problem with sculpting is I'm gonna get an uneven result unless I like zoom way out, maybe. But even then I'm pulling on stuff that I probably don't want to be pulling on. And you're moving out the center. If I up the strength, maybe. Yeah, it's just not a great solution. Maybe if that like almost kind of works. Yeah, could be. Oh, Jesus, it's gonna create some weird stuff. Yeah. I mean, it does kind of work, and maybe that gives it a little bit of a realistic warble. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe that's okay. That might work. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too precious about it. Just so that it doesn't do that really obvious, you know, chonk 3D thing. Because I mean, in real life, it would be a little warbled, right? Probably. Darth Eileen says, nice idea to have it spiral like that, keeps it from being redundant. Yeah, I want some different pieces that'll give it some variety. And in real life, there's lots of different ways that highways will elevate and go down, like in spirals, or like the exit ramps are spirals like this. Different stuff like that, so it makes sense. And then GamerJC said, I really vibe with the music. With this music or the FF7 we were talking about? With the Zelda and Chill? I really like the Zelda and Chill music. It's solid. And then Darth Helene says, I think you should put in an Easter egg or two in the final version. Yeah, I always get excited about stuff like that. I do want an Easter egg or two. I haven't really thought about what it would be yet, though. Oh, one thing I was thinking, it would be cool if I made like one Megaman Legends skin for Megaman. Like, just do that as like maybe a bonus thing or something. After you beat the thing, you can play as him. That might be kind of cool. It's first person though, so you don't see it that much, but it could still be cool. And there's still cutscenes. There's gonna be cutscenes. You'll see them in cutscenes. Okay, let's see if this is too much or if it actually kind of works now when you're actually like standing on it. Walk. Gamer JC says, "Yee, the Zelda and Chill is really nice." Yeah, I love this playlist. It's quite good. It's by Game Chops. I always put the link in the description. Yeah, see, there's still places where it's too straight. Like here, maybe I didn't adjust that part yet. I might have forgotten to. I think I started in the middle of the curve or something, so it probably... see, like, yeah, okay. That seems like it's bowing up a little bit. That's not good. And even here, it didn't really correct so much the things that I wanted to correct. It just kind of... here it kind of did. It's just the inside wall. It didn't catch it. That got super weird. Look at that. That's not good at all. Yeah. Sculpting might not be the way to go. But the alternative is going to be possibly pretty time consuming. Let me see. It'd be nice if this just, you know, worked smoothly like it should. Maybe you need more segments to smooth it out if you're doing curves. I'm not sure if that's the case. I can't even back up all the way, can I? Nope. Okay, let me reopen this file. So now let me go and try to see if I can just do these by selecting the edge loops that I want to move. I don't know. See, it's not even going to select the whole loop because the geometry is so weird. That's annoying that you have to click multiple times just to adjust a single section. Okay, so that's a start. Let's so then what you would have to do is so you would just have to go section by section and just pull it down a little bit, basically. But then that's not even really fixing it because this part is still weird. And that part's not getting adjusted. So you would have to go like each one of these, pretty much. Oh. Can I just select the top and will that be enough? No, I don't think this is a good solution either. I mean, if this is the only way, it's the only way, right? But hopefully I'll be able to find another way to fix this, because this is pretty obnoxious. That would eventually work though, I think. See, that's a little weird, but you could kind of see that as like an imperfection. This is too straight, this part. I don't know. Tough call. I may just have to try and figure out how to make the curve more smooth. Maybe there's a setting or something that can be adjusted. I have the edge loops. I don't know why it's not using them. Maybe just because they're not fully looped, like they're not full loops exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It works on the other ones though, and those aren't full loops either, so like it works here. Yeah, I don't understand. I think it's probably just a setting to make it, you know, smoother. Either that or maybe it needs more segments to the curve itself. Let me see if, I think I have another version that's before, yeah. So this is before I actually applied all these deformations. Deform axis. Oh, you can select specific axes. Wait, so that might be able to fix this part. Because if I can select a specific axis... Oh no, but... Oh, that's not what I was thinking. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, unfortunately not. Oh, what's up? That I'll worry about later. But going back to this, I wonder, is it that... Oh, they're not merge UV's caps. Relative offset, count 20. I wonder if the problem is that the Bezier curve needs to be subdivided. Oh, look at that. Then it's having an effect on some things that I wasn't expecting. That doesn't look good though. I don't know what happened there. I need to fix that. Darth Hellion says if you do sculpt, you may need to focus more on just the outer edge, especially where they connect together. Yeah, I could do that, but then the problem is the center. You can tell, like if I just pulled this part and this part out, then the center was off center. It would kind of... That might be less noticeable than having the crazy edges, so that, yeah, that might still be a solution, but I would prefer to keep everything in line if possible. That's the only problem. But it looks like this smoothed it. Look at this. Look how smooth that is. There's no hard edges. So it was that the curve needed subdivisions. Because now that it has subdivisions, look at that. That's beautiful. That's like perfectly curving now. The only problem is when it gets up here, the tilt is out of whack. I'm not sure why. Can I clear that? Let me see. Clear tilt. Okay, yeah, so it was that the tilt was out of whack. Because I adjusted the tilt on only 2 pieces before to straighten this out here. So now I'm gonna have to do it on like a bunch of these. Maybe like starting here. A bit much. Okay, we're getting really close to having this be horizontal now. So let me just take this, put it up against here so I can see. Cool, looks pretty good. Okay. So now, this should be pretty much perfectly straight. And this curve, let me make sure this isn't too much. Ooh, that's pretty tilted, but I think that's okay. It's not like too much, probably. Maybe I could adjust it just a tad. For now, I'm gonna leave it, save it, and let's walk on this again and see how much smoother it is. I'm glad that worked, because yeah, if I had to sculpt it or if I had to do it edge loop by edge loop, it would have been so obnoxious. What am I looking for? View, and then navigate, and then walk navigate. Okay, hit G. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. It's perfect now. A little bit of artifacts there, like a little bit of an edge, but that's totally fine. It's barely even noticeable. Even the middle part is straighter, or more curved. It's really nice. Maybe it didn't ever even need the extra edge loops. Maybe it was just because I didn't have enough subdivisions. Then it comes up here. Very nice. And I'm not worried about it tilting like this, because if you look at a real highway, when you're driving on it and it's curving like this, it really does tilt like that. That's so that your momentum pushes down as you hit the bend and all that. So that's fine. But then again, maybe for the game it would be better if it's straight, because then, you know, it'd be easier to walk on and put enemies on. I might have to think about that. Yeah, I might have to change that. But for now, it looks pretty good. It feels pretty good. It's nice and smooth now. I just need to make sure all those posts are upright and vertical, and then it'll be pretty much good. We'll jump off real quick. Whee! Boy. Cool. Alright. Made some progress. Figured some stuff out. I'd say a very successful stream. Good stuff. Talked about Game Awards too. Which is fun. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's super late now. Thank you for tuning in to the secret Friday, not secret, to the late night Friday 1 a.m. stream. Super fun, super cool. Got some work done. Made some cool curves and different stuff. As always, I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys very much. Means a lot. Helps me keep doing this project and keep working on what I want to work on. And yeah, it's good stuff. If you guys want to join the Discord, feel free to do that if you haven't yet. If that's something that you're inclined to do. And I am thinking still about setting up my Patreon very soon, maybe this week. And I think the main benefit of the Patreon will be I'll release the devlogs a little early, and I'll also release 3D assets to you guys that I make. So any 3D assets that I make in terms of like character rigs, you know, fully rigged characters like the Geno one or Conti, the enemies that I'm making for this game, I'll just release those to you guys so you can make animations with them or put them in games, you know, whatever you want to do. If you join the Patreon, that'll be like a benefit, and I'll keep updating those with more features over time. And something like that I think will be cool. Also, if you guys are interested in prints, I'll do like high resolution downloads there of all of my artwork, so you guys can get prints made if you want. I could do that too for the Patreon. I think that'll be good. Yeah, so thanks again, and I'll pick up the streams again next week on Monday. Oh, Gamer JC says the Discord invite is invalid. Let me put the new one in there. I don't know why they expire so quickly. I think there's a way to do a non-expiring one, but I always forget. Here, I'll send you one. I'll put one in the chat real quick. Let's see. Thanks for mentioning that. I always forget. Yeah, it says it expires in 7 days. Is there a way to do a... Yeah, this one will never expire. Okay, this is a non-expiring one that I'm going to send you, GamerJC. It's in the chat now. And I'll add that to the video description as well. And update it real quick so anyone else who wants to join, they'll get the non-expiring one now. Alrighty, thanks again for tuning in, guys. Feel free to join the Discord now that the link works. You're welcome, GamerJC, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye bye.